Social Security disability is a program that's been set up by the federal government to compensate people who are unable to work. To qualify for Social Security disability, you have to have either a physical or mental condition that has lasted for at least a year or longer, or is expected to last for a year or longer. For example, some people may develop cancer, and if you're able to return to work within a year, then you wouldn't be eligible for disability benefits. But in all likelihood, by the time you go through the whole process of chemotherapy and treatment, then you're going to be out for a year. So many people who have cancerous type of conditions qualify for Social Security disability. A lot of people may have been injured in an accident on the job, and even though you've been injured in an accident on the job, you're also eligible to receive Social Security disability benefits if your condition keeps you out of work for a year. We have many people who have cardiac conditions, brain conditions. Back injuries are very common, particularly in our labor force today. We also represent and have many clients who have mental impairments. This could be depression, bipolar, anxiety, a post-traumatic stress disorder. We represent a lot of people who are veterans that have suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder and aren't able to work because of the symptoms that they experience. In order to qualify, you have to have paid for disability benefits. You have to have paid a certain amount of money into the system. A certain amount of quarters of your earnings out of your taxes have to have gone for Social Security disability. And if you have met those earnings criteria, then you are eligible for disability, and then ultimately you become eligible for Medicare. However, there are some people who've never paid into the system, maybe have never even worked, and they are eligible potentially for supplemental security income benefits. That's called SSI. You still have to meet the same criteria to prove that you're disabled, but you also have to meet the financially needy criteria. And along with SSI, you normally would be eligible to receive Medicaid benefits. Even children who are under age 18 who have never worked, they might be eligible for SSI benefits just because of their condition is severe enough to cause serious problems in their ability to function as a regular child would. The Social Security Administration has certain guidelines and regulations that they follow in determining if you're disabled based upon your physical condition, whether your physical condition meets certain criteria. The same thing with your mental condition. They take a look at your educational background, your work experience, the skill level of your work experience, and not only if you can't do your prior work, but you have to prove you can't do any other type of job. And your age is certainly a factor in all of that. A security lawyer, including myself, that's been handling cases for over 25 years, we're familiar with those guidelines and we're familiar with the criteria and what we need to do to prove your case. We know to go meet with your doctor, to obtain statements, evidence from other witnesses to help prove your case.